So today we have Sam and Dean Winchester from Supernatural taking on Rick Grimes and Daryl Dixon from The Walking Dead. Who wins? Well, let's find out. So, as always, starting off with physicality. Well, Rick has single handedly mowed down hordes of walkers by himself with nothing more than just a hatchet, as well as break Shane's nose with a punch. He had a brutal fight with the governor despite having a broken hand. And although we have no idea where he's at now, we do know he survived that massive explosion after he was impaled through the stomach by that metal rebar. Uh, and he's reacted to a walker attacking him from behind, and he's evaded bullets before. Daryl has crushed skulls, held back an angry Tyrese, who is a massive man, and he was able to fight against and knock over Beta, who was another massive man. He remained conscious after taking massive blows from Beta, as well as being thrown through a wall by him as well. And although he doesn't have any real notable speed feats to think of, his speed is probably even with Rex, so he could probably evade bullets as well. Something else I want to mention about Daryl is that he once said that when he was a kid, he survived 10 days out in the woods by himself, which had to be very physically demanding, especially for a kid. But Sam and Dean are physically better. They just are. The fact that they routinely physically fought demons, angels, vampire, werewolves, and Lord knows what else, which are all superhuman, makes them physically better than Rick and Daryl. Like, Dean remained conscious after being beaten to a bloody pulp by Lucifer, and Sam withstood having his foot burned by a blowtorch as torture. And both of them remained conscious after a beating from God Himself. Literally just kept getting back up and asking for more. And both of them are fast enough to fight against the superhuman monsters and to evade bullets. Rick and Daryl have never fought anything superhuman, but I will say that they live in a constant state of survival, something Sam and Dean don't have to worry about. They do a hunt, and then they come back to the bunker and live comfortably until the next hunt. Rick and Daryl simply just don't get that luxury, even in a safe place like Alexandria, because they're always on guard and prepared for an attack by walkers or another group. They're always worried about food, supplies, weapons, etc. They're always ready. But in terms of hand to hand combat skill, Daryl is definitely the weak link. Yeah, he got the upper hand on the big brute Beta, but it's not like he showed the most amazing skill in the world. No, most of his skills focus on hunting, tracking, marksmanship, and in knife fighting. That's it. He doesn't really focus on the hand to hand combat. At best, you can say that he is simply just a brawler. But on the other hand, I'd say Rick is the best fighter here due to his legit training as a cop before the apocalypse happened. But despite this training, he actually doesn't have the best showings. Like, he bested Negan, one of the biggest threats in the entire show. But look at his fight with Shane. It technically ended in a draw, but it looked as if Shane was getting the upper hand. Maybe because Shane was going all out while Rick was just simply defending himself. But still. And if it wasn't for Michonne getting involved, the governor would have killed Rick during their fight at the prison. Although Rick did have an injured hand, so that might have played a factor as well. But the governor still got the upper hand over him. Uh, in regards to Sam and Dean, well, they are simply just skilled brawlers due to their training as hunters literally their whole lives. And although they've never fought a technical skilled fighter, they have bested each other before. But Rick and Daryl are better and faster marksmen simply because of the world they live in. They have to hit headshots to kill walkers, and both of them have done that in rapid succession while running. They've even nailed headshots while being shot at. Now, Sam and Dean are obviously skilled shots, but most things they hunt don't require a headshot to be killed, or guns are just ineffective against to whatever they're hunting. Um, as for weapons, Rook will have his python and his hatchet. Daryl will have his crossbow, a bowie knife, and a handgun. And the Winchesters will have a handgun and a knife each. And finally, Rick and Daryl are better at being quiet and stealthy, simply again because of the world they live in. Walkers are attracted to noise, so they've become very adept in moving and killing very quietly over the years. Again, Sam and Dean have showed skill in their stealth and moved quietly as well, but they don't always have to do that, unlike Daryl and Rick. So, who wins? Well, either team could win, given the right scenario. But this is a straight up fight in which I am definitely favoring Sam and Dean simply because they are brothers who have fought together literally their whole lives, while Rick and Daryl have only known each other since the start of the apocalypse. Now, Rick and Daryl could definitely win if they could sneak around or start from a great distance away. But in a straight up fight like this, I'm siding with Sam and Dean simply because of all of the superhuman monsters that they have straight up fought over the years. Sam and Dean Winchester win. Like and subscribe if you did enjoy. Leave a comment of what you think and hit the notification bell to be notified of all my future videos and all the great stuff. I'll catch you on the next one. Have a great day. Peace.